Mark and Steve Marillion, who will reveal all about the split with Fish. Mark, the obvious question. Can you tell me about the split with Fish? Was it a mutual decision?
Yes, it was mutual. Fish decided to leave after we started work on this album, which was to be our 5th album, because he decided that he didn't like the musical direction we were in. We didn't decide to change or anything. It was just, he decided that the style of music that we played didn't suit him anymore, and he wanted to try other things. I think it was, he wanted to do some acting and what other things he was doing, writing a book, and basically he said one day, I don't think this band is the most important thing in my life anymore, and so we said bye. And that's about it, really.
Were you surprised by this, or did you see it coming?
I think we'd seen it coming. Yeah, from the last tour, he said he was very unhappy with the way things were going, and when we started writing, it was okay to start with until he said that he didn't like the music we were writing, which we thought was the best stuff we'd ever written. And lyrically, he didn't seem to be quite as good as he used to be to us,
So, Steve, do you think it'll be difficult going on without him? I mean, after all, he was the focal point of the band.
I think so. It is going to be difficult, but we've got nearly all the music written for the next album, and we've started working with a couple of lyricists, and that's very promising. There's some great ideas happening there. I think the main difficulty would be probably trying to replace him as a frontman, really, because he was a great frontman, and the rapport he had with an audience was amazing. And I think trying to find somebody that has the voice and the personality and the character to hold that attention is going to be difficult, I think, but hopefully not impossible.
So, Mark, you're obviously auditioning new singers. Are you looking for somebody new or somebody that's established with a reputation?
We thought about both possibilities. The thing is, with somebody who's already got some sort of name for themselves or some sort of identity with the public, if you like, it would be difficult for them to step into this band, because I think people would look at them and go, well, they couldn't replace Fish or whatever, So ideally, it'd be best if it was somebody that was brand new, nobody'd ever seen or heard before. But we shall see.
Well, let's now look at the Sassing video. present day, what made you decide to release the live album, The Thieving Magpie?
We'd always thought about doing a live album which covered the history of the band at some point. Years ago we thought that, we should start recording shows here and there so we can put one together, like a sort of best of, but live, rather than, pulling tracks off different studio albums. And then when Fish left, we thought, well, now's the time to do it, really, It's a sort of end of chapter one, if you like, so we went into the studio and looked through all the old tapes and came up with this album, which turned out to be a double album, and we're really pleased there, actually.
Steve, do you think the people will see this live album as you cashing in on Fish leaving?
I hope not. Like Mark said, we have been planning to do a double album for quite a while. We wouldn't probably release it until after the next studio album, but the way things turned out, it just seemed like the correct way to end that chapter of Marillion's career, really. I mean, there's so many hundreds of bootlegs around of Marillion. I mean, I think there was definitely a demand from the fans to hear the rest of the material live, really. And I think it is quite, it has really caught the excitement of a live Marillion gig, I think, which didn't really happen with the first live album. I didn't think that really quite caught the magic. So it's good, anyway.
And when was it recorded? Because, I mean, you listened to about 50 live tapes, didn't you, when you were choosing?
Yeah, it should actually say on the album sleeve, but I think somebody forgot to put it on. Seriously, it was actually recorded in mainly 3 different places. All the stuff for the first 2 albums was recorded in '84 in Sheffield and Leicester, 2 shows. I don't know which tracks came from which nights, but that's roughly when. And then the Misplaced Childhood stuff was recorded in '86 at Hammersmith Odeon, and the later stuff from the last album was all recorded from Edinburgh Playhouse, which was last Christmas.
So how did you decide which tracks to put on?
Tracks which sounded best, and also stuff which we hadn't released on Reel to Reel previously, so the previous live album. So basically, with those 2 albums, cover virtually most of the stuff we've done live.
You never understood I had to go. By the way, never meant to break your heart. So sorry, I'm never meant to break your heart. But you broke mine. Katie, I just wanna say I'm sorry. But Katie, I'm too scared to pick up the phone. To hear you find another love.
I see you've just been doing this absolutely major tour, and you've had loads of success in Europe, but America still hasn't kind of broken it for you, has it? Why do you think that is?
I don't know, I think maybe there was something, I don't know if it was in the music or the lyrics or the image of the band, it just didn't really translate that well across the Atlantic. We find that the areas and the towns that we have managed to get some sort of airplay, we did really well, parts of the Midwest. And Canada, actually, we did really well. I don't know if their taste's a little bit more European there, but we did some concerts with Rush, like a stadium tour, and we actually went back to Canada at the end of it and played the same stadium by ourselves. So it was quite encouraging, really.
So is America important for you to break?
Be nice. I don't think we wouldn't sort of. I suppose now we're start again. Now we're about to find ourselves a new singer. I suppose we could go out and look for somebody that was American or had that sort of sound or whatever, and have a better chance of breaking. But I think at the end of the day, we'd rather keep our own sound and not worry about America too much. No, obviously we'll tour there again, but I don't think we're going to change our sound just to crack it there. You know.
So is it important for the band's identity to be a completely British band?
I think so, yeah. I think if we did try and dilute what we did or Americanise it, like Mark says, it would destroy the essence of what Marillion had always been about, and I think we'd probably not be successful in America and probably cease to be successful in Europe. So we've got to really stick to what we do, I think. And hopefully just by perseverance and going over there and maybe spending 3 or 4 months touring around, we can just gradually build it.
Well, what kind of image are you trying to portray, would you say now?
What kind of image?
Yeah, I mean, what kind of feel would you say that Marillion has?
We're still playing the same style of music we've always played. Hopefully the next album will be a classic Marillion album. We're not going to try and change our style or image. We haven't really got a sort of an image in terms of clothes or anything like that. You know, we're into good music, really, that's all.
But you'll need somebody to go in the limelight to replace Fish.
Yes, obviously anybody we get as a singer will be front man, up front. People will, you know, focus on them or this new person. It's got to be somebody that's got some sort of style and strength about them, but I don't think a Fish clone would work at all.
Steve, how important is touring to the band?
Very important, really. I think most of our major successes have come through touring, I think. I mean, even before we signed to EMI, we played nearly every single pub and club in the country, really. And I think the way we broke, say, Germany was I mean, going there and playing, doing a couple of radio shows. And it definitely, you can see each time you go back to a country, it's just that one stage further on. And I think if we do break America, it will definitely be through touring, I think.
Did the last 9-month tour put some strain on the band?
No, we like touring. We've toured for 13, 14 months at a time before now, so that's nothing unusual, really. 9 months, well, nothing to do that, you know. No, I think touring's good fun.
Do you like being out on the road more than stuck in the studio?
Once you've been on the road for about a year, I think you start to think, oh, it's about time we did something else, you know, because you can actually get to the point where you think, I've had enough of this. But then once you've been in the studio for 3 or 4 months, you're thinking, God, I wish we could finish this album and get back on the road again. So it's good that you can work in cycles like that, you know. I suppose it's the same with anything.
When do you take breaks?
When do we take breaks?
Yeah, when?
I don't know, we've been meaning to mention that to our manager.
I mean, it's usually after the end of a tour that you...
Normally, yeah, we'll have a few weeks off before we start writing again. Just recharge the batteries, you know.
Well, let's move along now to the last album and the first single that was taken from it, Incommunicado.
I can repeat my nature, if only I could remember your name. But I got problems with memory ever since I got a winner in the paying game. I'm a citizen of level and traveling in community. I'm going to start, you'll see, incommunicado, 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 incommunicado. I'm a marquee veteran, I'm multi-media bonafide celebrity. I've got an allergy to permeate any line of responsibility. I'm a Rudy Tootin' cowboy, a Peter Pan with street credibility. Always taking the point where they've gone patrol fraternity. Sometimes it seems like I've been in the mud. When I hear opportunity kicking in my door, call it synchronicity, call it deja vu. I just put my faith in destiny, it's the way that I do. But I don't wanna be a tin can tied to the bumper of a wedding limousine. Currently residing in the Marillion to be in the cavalry scene. I wanna do adverts for American Express cars, talk shows and primetime TV. Out there in France, my own cocktail bar, and that's where you're gonna find me. Incommunicado, 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 incommunicado. Sometimes it seems like I've been here before. When I hear opportunity kicking in my door, call it synchronicity, call it deja vu. I just put my faith in destiny, it's the way that I choose. Incommunicado, 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 incommunicado. It's the only way.
Now, when preparing for new albums, who writes the material? Do you write it together or individually? I mean, who has the most input into it?
Steve.
No, it depends really. I mean, some ideas, I work a lot at home, got a little studio at home, and I sometimes get initial ideas there. Mark does the same thing, and quite often when we get together as a band, I think just the joy of being together again and playing, you quite often find that's a very, very creative time as well, and ideas just come about spontaneously really. There's no one set way of working for us. All depends.
Are you worried about whether you'll be able to follow the really high standards of the albums before?
Not at all. Musically, we've written some really good stuff. We know that, and lyrically, it's really coming together well. So as soon as we find the right singer, and so far out of the people we've tried, we've found some great singers. You know, good singing isn't the problem. It's finding somebody that's got something extra. You know?
Yes, Steve, how do you think the fans are going to react to a new singer? I mean, do you think there'll be that real loyalty to Fish and they'll...
I think we'll probably lose a certain percentage of the fans. I think most people would be willing to give us the benefit of the doubt and at least listen to the next album and make up their own minds. All the fans I've spoken to have been very understanding, really. So hopefully they'll give us a chance.
How far do you think the band can go now? Where do you think it'll end up?
Well, it's like a new beginning for us now. Things could go, you know, we're starting again now that Fisher's left. It's like, you know, starting all over again, so the sky's the limit really as far as I can see. Yeah. And a bit bigger and better.
Well, here's Warm Wet Circles.
Another day. On the promenade, we're drunk romantic interludes till they commit themselves to the muted journey home. And the pool player rests on another cue. Last night's hero picking up his juice. A honeymoon gambled on a ricochet. She's staring at the brochures of the holiday, talking up a name in your hometown, standing all your mates to another round, laughing at the world till the barman wipes away the warm wet circle. The warm wet circle. Classroom shabby butterflies, flood in the glow of stranded telephone boxes, finding wildly sweats for a smear of hops and token proclamation, rolled from stolen lipsticks across the razored webs of blood, sharing cigarettes with experience, with a giggling jealous confidence. She faithfully traces his name with quick, bitten fingernails to the tears of condensation that'll cry through the night as the glancing headlights of the last bus kiss adolescence goodbye. In a warm red circle, like a mother's kiss on your first broken heart. Circle, like a bullet hole in Central Park. Circle, and I'll not surrender to the one-way circle. Circle.
Be aiming for in the next year?
Obviously to find a new singer, that's the first thing. And no, I suppose if we find somebody, we'd have a new album out within 6 months of finding them. So I think get on the road again by the end of the year, that's the aim, I think, really.
Do you feel under pressure to find somebody kind of really shortly?
A little bit. It's a bit frustrating because we've got all this stuff written and we're raring to go to start work on a new album. We can't, so... But there's no pressure from the record company. That's the sort of pressure you mean, because I just wait till we're ready.
So when will the new material be released?
No, I don't know. It's a good question. It all depends how long it takes to find a singer, I think. I mean, if we find the right singer within the next month, hopefully we could have a record out and be touring within 6 months' time. But realistically, I would think probably late autumn this year. Fingers crossed.
Now tell me about the Warm Wet Circle, because it's about drinking, isn't it? And Fish was known to like a drink.
Yes.
Do you all like a drink? I mean, where did this song come from?
It was a personal lyric of Fish's. A lot of the stuff he wrote was either about him or experiences that he had. Yeah, it was about drinking. Maybe you should ask Fish about that when you see him.
But you must feel you've got more freedom now, like with Fish leaving and him having written older material must make you feel you've got more to contribute to the band.
It gives us a bit more freedom in the sense of musical arrangements and stuff. We had to work around Fish's lyrics, if you like, and sometimes we'd like to do longer instrumental passages, for example, but on stage it was a bit of a problem because Fish didn't play anything, and so he'd just standing there, you know, wondering what to do. So we did sort of avoid that a little bit. Not that we're going to turn into a jazz rock fusion band or something like that. And also lyrically, you know, if Fish wrote 4 or 5 lyrics for the band, it'd be difficult for us to say, well, you don't actually like this lyric you spent 3 or 4 months working on, you know, go away and do something else. And since we've got a pick of 3 or 4 different lyricists now, we can actually say, oh yeah, we really like that song of yours, and we like this song of yours, you know, and there's no sort of pressure to take everything this person writes, you know, which was the case, I think, a little bit with Fish.
Do you feel you've got something to prove to the music press who've all been saying that, you know, with Fish leaving, the band's going to disintegrate and it won't carry on? Do you actually feel a bit like sticking 2 fingers up at them and saying we can do better?
No, I don't think much of the music press have had anything nice to say about us at any time in our careers anyway, so it doesn't make a lot of difference really. It's the fans that matter. I mean, they're the ones to buy the records.
Do you read any of the reviews and criticism?
Some of them, yeah. There's not many music papers I can stand to plough through these days.
There's not many music papers, full stop.
So it doesn't bother you what they write?
Not really. I mean, it's a bit annoying if at the end of the day they don't actually write about the group or their music. They just put down their own opinions about life and the universe, really. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what a record or what a concert was actually like. That can be a bit frustrating sometimes.
Well, I wish you all the luck in the world. And let's leave looking at the live video, Sugar Mice. That was recording your world tour, wasn't it?
Right, yes.
Thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you.
I was flicking through the channels on the TV on a Sunday in Milwaukee in the rain, trying to piece together conversations, trying to find out where to lay the blame. But when it comes right down to it, there's no use trying to pretend. But when it gets right down to it, there's no one here that's left to blame. Blame it on me. You can blame it on me. We're just sugar mice in the rain. I heard Sinatra calling me down through the floors, where you pay a quarter for a partnership in rhyme. To the jukebox crying in the corner, while the waitress is counting out the time. Trying to pretend, but when it gets right down to it, there's no one really left to blame. Blame it on me. Oh, you can blame it on me. We're just sugar mice in the rain.
did was talk to the kids on the phone. When I heard them asking questions and knew that you were all alone. Can't you understand that the government let me out of work? I just couldn't stand the looks on the faces saying what a jerk. So if you want my address, it's number 1 at the end of the bar, where I sit with the broken angels, clutching at straws and nursing a scars, blaming on me, blaming on me.
Hope you enjoyed the interview, and I also hope they clarified a few facts for you. Anyway, it's almost time for me to go, but before